Hi there! Welcome back to Headvan Fitness. In this video, I want to encourage you to enjoy food while eating healthy. Yes, it is totally possible. I am the perfect person to share this awesome news with you. I may be a health and fitness junkie, but when it comes to food, if I have to choose between something being healthy or tasty, oh man, I'm going to choose tasty hands down by far every single time. I believe food is an amazing gift which should be enjoyed on the daily. I am fortunate enough to be able to choose not only what I eat, but also how much food I consume every single day. And I know that's a rare blessing in this world, and I don't take it for granted. The wife and I are hardcore restaurant connoisseurs. We love supporting our local restaurants back home, as well as finding those little hidden gems while we're out traveling and about, and we love reviewing these places on different platforms, and we love taking our youth center kiddos to go eat out all the time. And oh my gosh, like, it's a guilty pleasure of ours. I could fill an entire channel just with our restaurant adventures, but I won't do that. The point is, I love food, and my wife will tell you I'm always hungry, because frequently throughout the day I'll be snacking on tuna, protein shake, Cliff Bar, fruit leather, something. Yet I'm in good shape. I eat healthy. I enjoy food, and most importantly, I'm not addicted to any stupid bullcrap supplement like keto coffee. Ugh. Save that subject for another video. I'll tell you how I've done it, starting with the ab story. Flash forward to high school gym class. A good buddy of mine invited me to partake in his six-pack ab routine, which consisted of taking this ab machine out into the hallway and performing 5 sets of 200 crunches. And I get down there, start cranking them out, and I get to like 125 for the first set, and my abs hurt. My head hurt, my neck hurt, my chest hurt, and it wasn't like, oh, this is a pretty good burn, I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. No, I felt like I was gonna die, and I stopped. Now as I'm walking back to the weight room, my friend says, you're never gonna have a six-pack with that attitude. And I said, we'll see. I didn't have a six-pack in high school. Yeah, I was a little toned, no six-pack. But I kept up my own ab exercises. They weren't ridiculous amounts of crunches. They were pretty well varied. Flash forward to college years, and I did even more ab exercises at the gym even more often, if you believe that. I even went on casual 3 to 6 mile walks pretty much every day of the week, yet still no visible six-pack. Until I made one diet change. I started monitoring saturated fats. That's it. So if you look at a nutrition facts label, you will notice there is total fat, gram percent, sat fat, gram percent. I would look at the percentage for the sat fat of everything I ate throughout the day. I would add it all up and try my best to keep that total number below 100. In other words, I'd give myself a 100% sat fat allowance per day. It's important to note 1 gram is 5% because I still enjoyed going out to eat at that time, but it was mostly franchises. Qdoba's super good, Panda Express is alright, Pita Pit was my favorite because I could just look at the PDF, have it downloaded to my phone, and plug it into my diet, and I could stick with it. And I did. I kept this thing up consistently, and after 2 weeks, I noticed I was starting to become a bit more toned. After another 2 weeks, I had a visible six-pack. After another 2 months, I was down to 6.3% body fat, the lowest I had ever been. And I bumped into that buddy of mine from high school gym class, and I actually think we were going swimming, and he kind of took a look at my abs, and he was really impressed, and he was like, dude, what kind of ab exercises you been doing? How'd you get those results? And I said, well, same ab exercises I've always been doing, but recently I started to monitor my sat fats and keep those low. And you know what he said? He said, oh, psh, that's so easy. What else do you do? He said it was easy, but he had never done it before or since. So obviously that one little diet change I made is more difficult than just not caring and eating whatever I want every day. But for me, it served as an awesome foundation for my diet. I didn't realize how many unnecessary calories I was ingesting. For example, cheese. Forget it. And I love my turkey sandwiches, but I'll put down 2 of those in a sitting. And if I slap 2 slices of cheese on each one, that's like 80% of my sat fat allowance for the day. I can't afford that. I actually started substituting garden salsa sun chips, or really any kind of chip for that matter, on these turkey sandwiches instead. It's not for everyone, I get that, but don't knock it till you try it. Like, it is better than cheese, in my opinion. That added crunch, that awesome flavor, like, whew, so good. Even if I wind up eating the entire little bag of chips, I'm out of there in like, 10% sat fat rather than 80. So that's definitely an improvement. And it tastes better to me to boot. Super cool. Now my diet is, each day I strive to stay below 100% sat fat and above 120 grams of protein, and I allow myself 3 cheat meals a week. Now these aren't full days where I just binge and stuff my face with pizza all day. No, these are cheat meals. And usually I don't go too terribly crazy on a cheat meal. A lot of times I would have had like a protein shake within an hour before. For breakfast, it's maybe like a salmon Benedict. For lunch, a burger and fries or pulled pork sandwich with Caesar salad. And for dinner, maybe steak dinner, where I'm like, I'm probably gonna go over a bit, but as long as I'm a little careful the rest of the day, it shouldn't hurt me too bad. That's basically what a cheat meal is. I've never really been one to count calories. I know that might sound arrogant, but for the most part, I'm pretty well in tune with my body, where I know I'm starving, I gotta eat something right now, or my muscles I just lifted yesterday are gonna be extremely upset with me. Also know if I'm like eating a cheat meal out at a restaurant, it's like, okay, this food's really good, I could keep eating it because it tastes good, or I can be humble and pack half of it to go, or just make sure I don't get dessert, something like that. I'm pretty well in tune with my body to understand that much. And I've noticed, like, when I stick with this, I'm a lot more toned, a lot more happy, and I also love food more. But when I don't stick with it, because I haven't before, I've strayed, I'm not as happy. I don't enjoy food quite as much. Now, I want to share with you the worst and then the best thing about embarking on any kind of diet journey. The worst part of it, well, let me back up. So if you are pretty self-sufficient and you are batch cooking at home on weekends, you're packing lunches to work, that kind of thing, you shouldn't really have to worry about failing. The problem is usually when other people become involved. And I'm not talking about you go to dinner at a friend's house, they're inviting you and your family over, and come on, that's gonna be a cheat meal, you're gonna enjoy yourself, you're gonna have a wonderful time, you're gonna love everybody. I'm talking about if you're at work, someone has a birthday, another coworker surprises that person with by baking a homemade cake, and they offer you a slice and you politely refuse. You might receive an answer like, oh, psh, you're too good for my cake? Oh, come on, eat that thing, you can afford it. Now, I'm always really polite, but occasionally somebody will tell me that, and I'm like, how do you know what I can afford? And I'm not saying that because I know better than they do, but I know myself way better than they do. They don't know my goals, they don't know my diet, they don't know my plans. How do they know what I can afford? And this isn't a really big deal, but I feel I should mention it here. There's some people I know in my life who are fat and feel it's like a sign of success. And I'm not gonna judge them or shame them or belittle them or anything. But yet somehow they feel they have the right to judge, shame, and belittle me for actually giving a crap about health. That's not okay. In fact, that's toxic. And I don't spend time with these people outside of what's absolutely necessary. Kind of something to keep in mind. I mean, if they're attacking a value of yours, something you hold dear, they're attacking you, and that's toxic behavior. But that's the worst part. The best part about any diet change you decide to make for your life, you will enjoy food so much more. Especially if it's something really tasty, something you made yourself, but you know it's gonna be healthy for you. It just tastes so much better. And I really want to encourage you to find some kind of diet plan, some kind of something where you can measure what you eat, something that works for you. Stick with it and love food and be healthier and happier for it. Thanks for watching.